Welcome to the Mike and You podcast. This is your boy, Big Frenchie, aka the Mike A16 on Twitter /X, the Mike A16 on Instagram, the Mike A16 on Snapchat, the Mike A16 on Facebook, the Mike A16 on Blue Sky. I'm with my main man.
That is, I am. I almost forgot my name for a second. That is, I am UINKC on Twitter. X. Go figure. What it do?
What it do is what it does, and what it does is what it did.
And what it did is what it is.
Man, we got a great show for you guys today. I wasn't expecting that.
That took you by surprise. I know it did. I know it did.
Big Frenchie was flabbergasted.
Oh, that's good.
We have a great show for you guys today.
Do we?
Sí, that's yes in Spanish.
I know you're waiting on that too.
I'm gonna give you some names. I want you to tell me what you think about the person I named.
Okay.
We got voicemails 816-654-6883. Y'all can call the voicemail line 24/7. Your boy Big Frenchie's excited, man. You know,
I wasn't gonna say. Well, I know exactly why.
Oh yeah, baby.
Them New England Patriots won.
It's a blessing. We ain't won in like 2 months, bro.
I know. Big time.
But it was like the greatest game of all time.
Big time.
I know it was. It was a big time game between two legendary quarterbacks. The new fourth GOAT, Bailey Zappi, versus the fifth GOAT, Mitchell Trubisky.
You see how Trubisky keeps walking the plank? Yeah, I see that, right? Took 5 years, but at least he's seeing.
Bailey Zappi is my guy.
Yeah, I see he walking the plank. So, you know.
How long have I been calling for Bailey to play? Forever.
Couple weeks, maybe.
Don't do that.
Couple weeks, maybe.
Don't do that.
Paquito.
Did you finish Christmas shopping?
Bro, no.
Did you even start?
I haven't.
You people always wait till the last minute.
Look, man. This time of year I don't understand this time of year in a lot of sense, in a lot of the ways. I just don't get it. Like that one story, that one Christmas thing about where everybody's selling all their good stuff, their favorite possessions to buy a Christmas gift. Why? Y'all don't need no Christmas gifts.
Love is all you need.
Y'all don't need no Christmas gifts.
All y'all need is love.
I'm not about to sell my prized possession to buy you no Christmas gift. We don't need it. If I don't have the money, then I don't have the money.
You need to buy me a Christmas gift.
If I don't have the money, then I don't have the money.
Because I sure in the hell don't want your love. You probably got that P. Diddy love. Brother love.
Yikes.
Remember the wrestler Brother Love?
Yes, I know. I thought you were talking about Brother Love. Honestly, that's who I thought you were talking about.
Oh, Lord, have mercy. All right, let's start the show. So I'm going to give you a name.
Name association.
So, Mike Tomlin.
Great coach.
Should he be fired?
Heck no.
I'm thinking the Steelers fans got spoiled. Like,
it's easy. It's easy to do.
Like, why y'all want him fired, man? Like,
it's easy to do, bro. You look around and you see guys like Andy Reid, and you see guys like such and such, and you realize like it's cool, like making the playoffs, but we all know y'all ain't got no shot. As much as we want to say you do, you don't. And then you look, it's just easy to look around, man. And I can't deny that. But this man done had Kenny Pickett start. And he probably still might not have a losing season. But then again, this year looks like it may break that record.
Don't do that.
It might. I'm just saying.
Even one losing season shouldn't cost him his job.
I agree with that completely.
Because there's 30 other teams
who would be chomping at the bit.
Everybody but Kansas City and San Francisco.
And I ain't gonna sit here and lie. If he said he was coming out tomorrow, I'm not kicking Andy Reid out the door. But what I am doing,
hired him as a consultant.
If Andy says I want to retire I would figure a way to try to see if I can get Mike Tomlin in the door. I would. That way, he'll be the guy in waiting for when Andy Reid inevitably walks out the door, because that's what's gonna happen.
I agree. Next name, Jerry Jones.
Selfish.
Self-promoted.
He's selfish.
Mr. Ego to me.
He is yeah. He's that, like, do I believe in curses? Yes, I do. I think that I never thought about the curse of
Jimmy Johnson
until like 3 years ago. And the thing about it is he won't even admit it. It takes a lot just to admit it. Not even like, that's why we teach kids to apologize, because even if you don't want to, it takes a lot to just say those words.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going through that with my kids. They just don't want to say the words. That's why I say that. And Jerry Jones just don't want to say the words, even if they don't mean nothing to him. He don't want to say them. That means he's going to suffer through this.
Yeah, big
ego. He's going to suffer through this. And the Cowboys they're doing good now. But, I saw a report that
next month
that what's-his-face is going to be out if they don't make it deep in the playoffs.
McCarthy?
I saw an article, and I could try to find it if you want me to. But you ain't going to read it, but you could at least read the headline.
816-654-6883 is the number.
But if they made the playoffs and they get to they in the divisional round, because that's as far as Dak has gotten, right?
Uh-huh.
It's not going to be enough for Mike McCarthy, which means that he's already got his replacement there in the defensive coordinator.
The old Falcons coach.
The former Falcons coach, Dan Quinn. So it'll be interesting to see what's going on with that. But yeah, what's your thoughts?
I agree with everything he said. Jerry just need to. The owner shouldn't be the GM, bro.
If you're good at it, why not? But you're not. We see that. Oh well, you're fine. You're not bad at it, but you're not as good as you're not as good as your standards technically are. You know what I mean?
Like, he's, in my opinion, I know it's his company or his brand, but he's too involved.
I agree.
Like, Clark let Beach and Reed do their thing, right? Jerry is already the GM. Jerry already trying to coach the team from the
supposedly
skybox.
Handed it off to Steven.
We know
that.
And he's trying to be the coach from the skybox luxury suite. It's cool that he's an owner and do a weekly radio show, but
that's not cool, bro. That's just self-promotion.
I know,
in my opinion.
It's still cool.
I'm glad
I'm just saying,
so.
you would want to hear from your owner, but
I don't.
Silence is golden.
I don't need to hear from Clark Hunt. I don't need to hear from none of them guys, unless you're willing to give us answers to questions we've been having. Like, you want to take ownership of a situation, like when the Chiefs was losing bad all the time. Yeah, then we want to hear from the owner. Then we want to hear, but no, bro.
Next name, Tyreek Hill. Will he get the 2000?
He needs to be the MVP. He's the MVP.
What? You actually changing your stance?
No, I'm not changing my stance.
As a quarterback award?
It is a quarterback award.
We all know that, but
that I'm just going with the flow of what we already know.
Them bars. Call you MCU in the building. So, do you think he can get the 2,000 yards?
Yeah.
It'd be the first ever.
Yeah. And
that bum Tua throwing, who happens to be the most accurate quarterback of all time, baby.
Shut up. Okay, here's the thing. Tyreek is going to get to 2,000 because Tyreek wants to get to 2,000. Period. He's in an offense now that is allowing him to be who he wants to be. Don't matter. So whatever goals he wants sets in front of himself, if he really wants it, he's going to get it. Tyreek's one of the hardest workers out there. Period.
Whether you like him or not.
No,
Give him
exactly.
credit.
Like, he talks big talk and carry a big staff. Period. That's it.
He's Moses.
He's infectious.
He's about to split the MVP votes.
This fool said he's Moses. Tyreek is who DK Metcalf wishes he was.
DK's a bad boy.
He ain't that bad. He's good. I'm sorry. Let me take that back. It's already out there. I can't take it back. But I can modify it. DK is a bad boy, but he ain't no Tyreek.
No, he's not.
He's not even close. He's not even Megatron.
Because you let Buda Baker catch you, baby.
I'm saying, here's what I'm saying. If Tyreek learned sign language, it's over. Like, I've only seen one person shut down Tyreek. Well, really, it's kind of Tyreek shutting down Tyreek for real. But even still.
I like what Tyreek did with Tua confidence. Because we all know Tua sucks for real. What? Come on, dog. I'm trying to be serious right now. But Tua got a confidence in him when Tyreek got there and started saying he's this good.
It's false, man. I agree with you on that. And
Tua sucks, but his confidence level went up the roof when Tyreek started.
I wanted to believe in Tua. I wanted to believe in Tua. I did.
I never did.
But like you said, Alabama quarterbacks
sucks in the NFL.
And Jalen Hurts is not a part of that. Yeah, I said it.
Brock Purdy. Is he really an MVP candidate?
No. Heck no.
So why are people putting him there?
Because they ain't got nobody else. It can't be Patrick Mahomes. It shouldn't be Lamar.
Big Fish last week called in and said Jalen Hurts.
After last week, no. After last week, it can't be. And if something happens this week, because they played the Cowboys this week, right?
See, that's just inspiration.
Yeah, if they lose this week,
Sunday night game.
If they lose this week, that and there's that. And I'm sorry, I don't know. I don't think they'll get caught up in losing this week coming up. I don't want them to lose, but if they lose this week, that narrative's over. Even if he has a good game.
Well, we talk about Brock Purdy right now.
But Brock is
Alex Smith.
If I was gonna say it, if Alex Smith could be MVP, absolutely. But we know that's not happening.
Like Big Fish said, everything has to go right for Brock Purdy.
I think Big Fish said it. Big Fish said that, and I agree with that. And here's my thing about it. I'm never, ever, ever, unless they breaking records, gonna vote a quarterback led by Kyle Shanahan as an MVP, because I just know what Kyle Shanahan can do with some talent at a quarterback. Just saying.
Next, my boy.
I mean, you see what he did with Matthew
Ice.
Melted Ice.
That's your favorite quarterback, bro.
Stop it.
Let me ask you something.
Stop.
The next name gonna surprise you. Is my boy. Is he becoming like your former boy Carson Wentz, injury prone? My guy Joe Burrow.
Yeah,
I'm believing so
a little bit. But the question is how he comes back from the injury, because Wentz is a damaged, like, I won't call him damaged goods, but I will call him a damaged man, because he just came back from that injury. He didn't come back from that injury the same at all. And you see the difference. And the thing about it is, Wentz and Goff, they came out in the same draft. I want to say 2014.
Okay.
Goff continued on his same trajectory no matter what happened. Yeah, he's gonna be forgotten about by a lot of people because he's a cast off from the Rams. But aside from a few weeks, he's been balling up there in Detroit.
But what
While
about
we over here with Wentz, who hadn't really played all season, who will probably get the start from whatever team just signed him.
back to Burrow?
Is that who you talked about?
Yeah, I said, is he becoming like Wentz?
How did I don't forget. Oh, Wentz. There we go. Burrow.
He came back from
very
Achilles.
Very talented. Very confident of his talent. I mean, that's pretty much it. Like, I think he knows exactly what he can do, and he knows how to do it, and that shows a lot of maturity, in my opinion. And he trusts his supporting cast too. So,
of course, Jamar Chase. From where? LSU player.
You didn't see this kind of like we wasn't talking about T. Higgins and them before like that.
No,
but when Chase got there, I'm not saying they wasn't there. I'm not saying we wasn't talking about them because we were. But when
T. Higgins ain't gonna get this money that he's about to get this year.
When Chase got there, it was like, boom, here we go, the big three.
But he made me eat my words because I remember when he was getting drafted, I was like, I don't know he's gonna be good at NFL because he's 24, bro.
I mean, as a quarterback, though,
I know, but still,
I wasn't. In fact, I mean, unless you're Jason, what's his name? Brandon Weeden. Because Brandon Weeden was like 25, 26 when he got in the league. He was way past his prime.
What's the Oregon quarterback? Bo Penix?
Penix, yeah.
He's 24, about to come out.
I mean,
I'm just saying, man.
That could that could help you in this league.
That can,
because
it's at the same time, I said
the quarterback
has at the time, like, I don't think Joe Burrow gonna be that good this fast, or I don't think he's gonna be good. And he made me eat my words.
I mean, like, all you need is at least when you draft a quarterback, you want to draft a guy that's gonna be your 10-year guy. But it's okay if you only do one contract and he gives you two decent years. You got to build a team around him, and it's a lot harder to do, but you can do it, or they can do it. They just got to recognize it.
Next name, Justin Fields.
Misunderstood. I don't think his own team understands him very well. I think the
management or players as the team?
Management.
Okay.
And I do think they want to understand him. I do think and when I say management, I'm actually mean coaching staff.
Okay.
They just don't know what to do with him. And I think he is really good. However, I think they're in an opportunity right now to create somebody that could be even more dynamic. So if you go get somebody that is more dynamic and even possibly more marketable, the whole nine, that could take your organization to a different level. Like, we remember when the Washington R's drafted RG3. That was a big deal, huge deal. And then they drafted Kirk Cousins in the 4th.
Same year.
Same dang year. And RG3 went down like 2 years later. And then there's a guy that you drafted in the same year. So I don't know if you get rid of him because you paying him $32 million, which is relatively low for a quarterback. Might as well keep him. So instead of trying to unless somebody's going to pay you to get rid of him. But yeah, I would absolutely upgrade at that position because that's one of the most sacred positions, the best position in sports, really. What are your thoughts?
I agree. I think that Justin Fields need a better coaching staff.
Agreed.
I think he need a better supporting cast besides DJ Moore.
I like DJ Moore though, but he's just not.
He just can't be the only target.
I don't even know if he's number one in something that you want to create.
So you can get trade value for DJ Moore. You can get trade value for Justin Fields if you're Chicago.
Kansas City would kill for DJ Moore.
Then your GM Chicago just came for Kansas City, so Usually they do deals together from former teams.
Maybe they'll trade Chris Jones up there for him.
Because you
I
probably
don't know
don't
if
want to
Chris gonna
sign.
stay.
So
I was gonna look up something and I can't remember what it was, but it was regarding that. But I'll figure it out. I remember.
let me see. Kyler Murray back. Kyler Murray.
Stop.
What?
I was about to say we wish to go be you too. I'm gonna leave that alone.
That's on you, bro.
I didn't say nothing.
Kyler Murray. Is he staying or going? What would you do if you're the GM for Arizona?
Let me look up the Tankathon now that I'm here.
816-654-6883. Let me give you my thoughts of Kyler Murray while you look at that.
Go ahead.
I think Kyler Murray's a distraction down there.
Okay.
And I don't think he's really is in it, in my opinion. I would trade him if I can find a suitor and start over. You ain't gonna win none the next 5 years anyway. So you might as well get you a franchise quarterback that wants to be there. Franchise quarterback that don't want all the power that he had. You know what I mean? That can separate teams. That's how Russ got away from Seattle. Because that favoritism and he won't say so and everything. I understand he's your star, but sometimes you gotta let the coaches and GM do their job. And when you're trying to dictate a coach or whatever, or you want to coach out because he's hard on you or whatever, and I think that's Kyler Murray. And you can see it, especially with Cliff.
Oh yeah, you definitely.
You know what I mean?
So in 2024, we're talking about the Arizona Cardinals. They're drafting third. They are third. Looks like a lot of people have them going with Marvin Harrison Jr. But they could get, aside from whoever Chicago picks, because I do think they'll end up being a number 2 pick because they don't have a lot of talent on that team. All right, so I would, with this one, they got him going with Marvin Harrison, but you can get a Drake May. But the problem is you got to find somebody to unload that contract on.
There's a sucker born every day. I keep telling you.
I know. You got to find it. And fortunately, that's only 31 teams, but you can't be sitting here trying to get premium picks for them because you ain't getting it. I'm not giving it to you. Let's put it like that.
If I find a sucker, I try to get a premium pick, but if I can't, I'm still dumping that contract. Like, okay, give me that second round.
I'm trying to think who wants a quarterback right now that'd be willing to take.
Giants.
The Patriots.
Jets.
No, the Giants ain't taking that contract. They just paid what's his face. They at least need to get a year out of Daniel Jones. Ain't no way.
He can't stay healthy, bro.
That's their fault.
The Jets.
Aaron's playing next year. He up on Pat McAfee. I can't stand Aaron Rodgers, bro. I'm tired.
Miami.
Miami about to pay Tua.
He's too injury prone and concussed.
He about to pay Tua. Y'all haven't heard nothing about no injury, no concussions this year.
I'm just saying. I'm not wishing. Raiders.
Okay, the Raiders.
Broncos.
The Raiders is a decent idea. They ain't paying nobody.
Vikings. If you're gonna part ways with golf, part ways with golf in Detroit.
They ain't parting ways.
No
golf.
Saying.
Definitely not for no Kyler Murray.
I'm just saying, there's things. If your boy Love ain't ready,
I think Love has turned the corner.
Seattle in division.
They just paid Geno.
Man, NFL money is funny money, bro.
I don't see that happening. But I've been wrong before. Few and far between. But
the Steelers.
They, as much of a disciplined organization as the Steelers want to be, or trying to be, yeah, they can't get a guy like.
Hey, the
him
Ravens
to
ain't
come
had a
in there.
quarterback in some years. Odell Beckham Jr. He started catching touchdowns now.
Finally,
Took him what, week 11? He caught like 3 in the last 3 games, or
$18 million. You should have been doing this from day one.
he getting paid $18 million a year. Was
Something
it?
close to it.
I didn't know his getting
He
paid that
getting
much.
paid more than DeAndre Hopkins, and DeAndre Hopkins was out last season
What about
because
the
of.
Rams? Ain't they tired of Stafford?
They should be, but they ain't. They can't unload his contract. They gave him that stupid extension, like 4 years, 63 something. I don't remember.
Won't they swap?
Who with whom?
The Cardinals.
John don't want to go down there.
I don't know.
I mean, I like the destination, but I don't like the team. And
I get it.
and if I'm in LA, I definitely don't want Kyler. I'm sorry, I just can't.
They ain't got no fans in LA.
Yeah, but I don't want that headache on me. I don't want that headache on me, man. And Kyler is dynamic and he's been doing great.
Oh,
but I can't do
I
it.
got one.
I don't want to deal with it.
All right, let's finish Odell Beckham. Then I'll tell you.
Odell,
How many more years do you think he got in him?
I don't
Probably
think he
2.
has many.
One in next
What
year.
do you mean? How many years do I think he has in him? I don't.
He ain't looked the same since that
He
injury.
doesn't look good. He looks all right to me.
But his
He looks
fastball
better than
pass-
anybody the Chiefs got, so that's saying something. It's not saying much, but it's saying something.
All right, I got like one more name. Then we can go to the voicemails because we got a few of them, right?
Yeah, decent amount.
816-654-6883.
Thanks for calling.
I look like a creep doing that.
Ned Flanders.
You look like the Moon Man from the McDonald's commercial. But anyway,
What? Don't nobody know what you talk about. Nobody from this generation knows what you talk about. But the Moon Man was a creep. That was one of the creepiest. I see the baby grand piano, and it reminds me of that. And it was always unsettling to see that thing. It was. So you
trying to sell your kids some Happy Meals. I'm about to say Big
Moon
Macs.
pies? Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Kyler can go to Tampa Bay, and the last name is Mike Evans. Sound like he ain't gonna return to us.
He won't.
Did he get 1,000 yards yet to continue his
That's
streak?
a great question.
He's a Hall of Famer in my opinion, man.
I think he's a Hall of Famer over currently.
He got a ring.
Okay, here you go.
That's Big Fish statement.
No, that's your statement.
No, Big Fish.
Before Big Fish started calling, you used to always talk before the downfall of the Patriots. What was it? It was always you talking about. He got a ring.
He got a ring. Mike Evans. 816-654-6883.
I think Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes.
7 years of 1,000 yards, something like that.
Every year,
straight years, 7.
Every year,
every single year, yeah. So he's gonna go somewhere next year and try to do the same thing. But
if I can't say, I'm throwing my hat in there.
I would, but Andy Reid don't normally like that body style as far as
a lady. Andrew Walter Reed ain't got no body style as a wide receiver.
I agree, but that gets them at 4 losses right now at this moment. So, it's anyway.
You can put me out there. I'll be like Sean LaChapelle, slow as hell, but I catch it.
1,000 yards. He's already at 1,000. So he got that. Man.
It was a baller.
I would absolutely.
Hey, look at the quarterbacks he had.
Agreed.
Blaine Gabbert. Then
Tom Brady.
Well, that's evidently.
They got
Baker Mayfield.
Yeah. So
wasn't he there for Josh Freeman, or that's before?
I think.
Or was he Winston? Or was it Winston?
Not Josh Freeman. He was there for Winston.
So I'm just saying.
I would like Mike. I would like to see Mike Evans because I think that 1,000 yards every year matters for him too. I think he wants it just as much as anybody. But I definitely want to see him. Would like to see him in Kansas City.
I wonder if the R is morning.
Like it's morning, like that.
Nah, like boo hoo hoo. Well, actually, he is. He texts me.
Stop.
I'm gonna read the text on there.
Why?
Cause he took a shot at my guy, the fifth GOAT, Mitchell Trubisky. He said, "I called earlier this week. I'm in mourning after the Steelers game. We're not going to win another game. Our season over. Thanks to Mitch Trubisky. Bum."
Wow.
That's very hateful, though.
I mean, he's
sad.
Just speaking facts. Let the man speak his truth.
I'm going to speak a block on him on that line. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get him the Mo Horton treatment.
The Mo Horton treatment. Shut up.
I want that Mo Horton called.
He did.
He better not have no Corkle takes or I'm going to block him.
I mean, again, the takes take themselves, okay? The takes take themselves.
816-654-6883. Here's the voicemails.
What's up, guys? This is Audience of One, Mo Horton on the X app. Calling in with my text this week. Want to give a big shout out to Big Fish Niner Nation, and shout out to the 49ers, man. They kicked our ass, man. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Ain't no other way of slicing it. They took us behind the woodshed, man. Hopefully we can regroup and get Goddard back and get Zach Cunningham back. Maybe Shaq Leonard that we just signed got something left in the tank from his injuries. Hopefully we can regroup and match up better with them guys, hopefully in the playoffs or whenever we see them again, if possible. I just wanted to also call in and ask you guys a question. I want to ask you guys, what do you think about the quality of play in the NFL? I was sitting down thinking about this. I talked to someone about this, about the quality of play being down. Tom Brady did mention something about this a few weeks ago, and I'm inclined to agree with him. I think that I was watching a lot of those games this past Sunday, a lot of those games in the 1 o'clock window. I was just thinking about how bad a lot of the football has been this year. I'm still excited about football. I'm a football head, so I love it. But at the same time, the quality of play just isn't good. And what do you guys think that attributes to? You think that is because of a lot of the quarterback injuries this year? We had a lot of quarterbacks that went down, non-contact injuries and things of that nature. Or do you think that they're not developing and being patient enough with these players to get them to being good? Because I believe there's probably like 8, maybe 9. I think there's probably like 4 or 5 tier 1 teams, and I think there are probably like 5 or 6 tier 2 teams. And I think the rest of those teams are just not good football teams. I just think that a lot of them got wins just because they've played each other and they've been able to beat up on bad teams. I just don't think that there's that many good teams in the league. So I just wanted to see what you guys thought about that. Just like some of these primetime games, we had Vikings Bears that wasn't very good. No offense, Mike, but Trubisky versus Zappy is not something that a lot of people want to just sit down and watch. Obviously, that Black Friday game was a disaster. So I just wanted to see what you guys thought about it. Thanks for letting me call. Take it easy, guys. I appreciate it.
The mic takes offense.
Mike and you, this is the R here. I'm not happy. I am not happy. We got 2 quarterbacks that look like a deer in headlights. Kenny Pickett playing like he just scared to make passes. He's scared to throw the ball. He's missing wide open receivers. Then he called himself trying to be the hero. He missed a wide open Javon Austin in the corner that would have been a touchdown for Pittsburgh. But instead, he tried to be the GOAT and got his head and ankle knocked on a swivel. So now old Sweet Ankles is going to be out probably for 4 weeks. Had to get ankle surgery. And now we had to depend on Mitchell turnover Trubisky. That is a turnover machine, another deer in headlights. Steelers brass, we have absolutely zero credit, zero comfort in knowing Mitchell Trubisky is going to be the QB tomorrow night against New England. He is a turnover waiting to happen. He's talking about, I want to play aggressive. You want to play aggressive is throwing interception in the deepest triple coverage. If the Steelers lose tomorrow to go 7-6. Right now, we should be 8-4. We had no business losing in the way to the Tars. We had no business. That's so many delays. I forgot the game was on. Then when we finally came back, Mitchell turnover machine, Trubisky was back in that game, and he was already fumbling away to snap. If the Steelers lose tomorrow night against New England, our season's over. We just might as well just lose the rest of the games. We need a brand new offensive coordinator with a brand new system. We need a whole new quarterback coach. Because right now, Kenny Pickett, he's regressed big time. Matt Canada is really, it's a mess. That's all I'm going to say. It's a mess. We need to win tomorrow. If we don't win tomorrow, our season's over. We'll have to play the Colts the following Saturday, and then Cincinnati the following Saturday. With Mitchell turnover to Trubisky at the helm, he's probably going to throw a total of 10 interceptions in those 3 games. He said, are you trying to play aggressive? Yeah, he's playing aggressive for the other team. We lose, we're out the playoffs. This is all. I'm out. I've had it with it. I told Ashanti if we lose, that Christmas tree is going into the grass. I'll throw it outside. I'm out. Please sell us. Save us. We need it.
Hey, this is Big Marcus Moss coming to you from Huntsville, Alabama. And I'm going to veer off subject a little bit. Let's talk about a little college football and what happened in the college football playoffs and how only thing I would disagree with was not Florida State because I don't feel like they got snubbed. Thought they played a kind of a cupcake schedule. I was fully in agreement with them not making the college football playoffs based on the current status of their team and looking at their strength of schedule. A lot of it was prognostication based on not proven records or proven success for the teams they had beat. But guys trying to determine how teams would do this year. But the loss of a quarterback and then kind of seeing them play after the fact. I feel like Florida State, honestly, they should have been ranked probably 6 or even 7 in the final rankings definitely after Texas and Alabama and Georgia. And I think a legitimate argument could be made for Michigan being too high based on some of the cheating scandals a la Bill Belichick and Tom Brady and Spygate. But I think the issue is that college football needs to go to in-ears. They need to go to headsets. These signs and things like that. I feel like that's free game. If you want to put your signs out there for everyone, and I think the reason why the NCAA didn't crack down is because I think it's more pervasive and prevalent than people want to admit. I think more colleges, and even Michigan, they have released some things talking about other schools that were doing the same thing. And so I think it's probably fairly prevalent. And so it's funny, some of the uproar. But if they really want to send a message, then they could have knocked out Michigan out of the rankings and maybe put in Ohio State or Georgia or heck, Oregon. I mean, they got 2 losses to the same team. So, but anyway, I think that the outcry for Florida State is kind of ridiculous. But I think that's the issue with a 4-team system. The other big thing I want to say is that Eric Bieniemy's impact on the Chiefs is felt in seeing a lot of the mental mistakes that he wouldn't tolerate. And so I think that's where a lot of his impact was, and that's what we as the Chiefs missed the most. So anyway, I'm a realist. I don't think this is the Chiefs' year. My bet would be on probably if the 49ers can keep it together, probably them, or maybe a wild card. Maybe the Dolphins defense steps up, but I just don't trust them in a cold weather environment if they have to go in any kind of cold weather environment for the playoffs. So anyway, it should be interesting, and I thank y'all for everything y'all do. Bye.
Big Fish Niner Nation, Big Fish Niner Nation. Listen, here's my takes. Can't wait to give my takes. How about the Niners with the Eagles? I picked them to win. I didn't pick them to blow the wheels off of them, though. What a game. Purdy was clicking on all angles, using all of his weaponry, went deep into his arsenal. The play calling was great. Scamahan was dialing it up. I mean, everything was working. That's my point exactly. Purdy looks great when all the pieces are there. But everybody knows, like I know, the history of the Niners. You get all in December, the closer you get to playoffs, closer you get to Super Bowls, guys start getting hurt. If one or two guys is missing or something changes, Purdy starts looking average. So I do have a fear of that. But right now they clicking, they rolling, and it's looking good. We got Seattle next. Looks like Geno's, which I ain't really worried about Geno, but looks like he's hurt. So if he plays, if he don't play, I think we should beat the Seahawks. But the Seahawks are very, very desperate. Very, very desperate. And so when you got a team like that, whose backs against the wall, who's really not playing for anything, they'll come out and snatch your butt. They will come out and get you. So we got to stay focused. We got to stay doing what we're doing, playing hard-nosed football. I mean, we just handled the Eagles on all cylinders. We contained Jalen. We didn't let him run everywhere. The secondary held up. Ward had a huge game, played his tail off. I mean, everything was clicking, so it was good to see the Niners take care of business. Our schedule was kind of halfway light. We will have to see Dallas again, who's right now playing pretty good. But way to go, Niner Nation. Audience of one, I told you. I knew we were going to beat y'all. And so the outcome was exactly what I thought, except for as wide of a spread that was. So my hat is off to the Niners. I'm loving how they looking right now. It's just hard to see them do that week in and week out. Every team is getting better as you get closer to, where it's time to put up or shut up. So right now the Eagles can shut up because Niners put up. My next take. Man, what in the world is the Steelers doing? How do you go in there at a home game and let the doggone Patriots come in there and get a... I don't understand how you let the Patriots come in there in a home game, a team that only won 2 games the whole season. Belichick looked like Belichick out there, and he come in there and steal a dub from the Steelers. They normally be the ones stealing, but they got stolen this week. So I found that Thursday night game hard to watch. Mike Tomlin, I like the guy, but I strongly think it's time for Mike Tomlin to hang it on up, man. Tomlin's had too many years of not really successful. I mean, they don't have anything clicking, nothing. They got Pickett and Pickens. And right now, that offense got slim pickings. I mean, there ain't really a lot going on with them. They don't have any weapons. They got that defensive guy, Watt, that's doing good. But Tomlin looks very, very fed up. Tomlin looks like he's ready to call it quits. So I don't know if he's on the hot seat, but if I was an owner, I would. Moving to an office position, he's definitely going to go in as a Hall of Fame coach. But lately, he don't look too good. He don't even look like he want to be there. I know they lost their offensive coordinator. I'm not really too sure if Tomlin's a X's and O's guy or what. But how do you get to the 1 and you get cute at the 1? Get a ball to Najee Harris, let him run that football and quit playing games. You got cute at the 1 and you almost got an interception. The play calling was trash. The effort in that game was absolute trash. The Steelers, I don't know what to say about the Steelers. They got a lot of work to do on that team defensively and offensively, in the coaching area, in the coordinator area, all the areas. They need a complete U-Haul. They ain't been nothing for a long time. So that's my take. My next take is going into this week. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to see the Dallas Cowboys and Eagles game. Here's my prediction. I think the Eagles gonna come hard against Dallas. And the reason they gonna come hard, because they got that shellacking from the Niners. So I don't know what Dallas gonna try to have for them, but I picked the Eagles to beat Dallas. Dallas is on a roll right now, but I just think the Eagles is gonna come through because they really gonna be aggressive coming off what happened to them last week against the Niners. This week the Chiefs got the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo Bills look like trash. They coming in the Arrowhead. I want to say the Chiefs gonna beat them, but at the same time, the Buffalo Bills might squeeze a win. But I'm gonna go with the Chiefs. I'm gonna go with the Chiefs this week. I'm picking the Chiefs. I think they're gonna go ahead and handle business. Buffalo Bills need a new coach. I think Bill O'Reilly needs to go to the Buffalo Bills. I think McDermott, that's what he looked like. That's what he's starting to look like to me. Not McDermott. He's turned himself into a frog. I think Bill O'Reilly needs to come on and come to the Buffalo Bills. He got more weaponry. Either he retires as a coach, he's another Hall of Fame coach that don't need to coach no more. His career is already sealed. His legacy is already sealed. But if he want to taste victory, he needs to come to the Bills, take the weapons they got, and rebuild that team. And the Bills can be the new school Patriots. Because he has looked like absolutely nothing since Tom Brady left him. So those are my takes. Good deal. Peace. Big Fish, Niner Nation. Out.
The Michael, you just are. Y'all know the Steelers lost Thursday night. Our season's probably over. Mitchell Trubisky single-handedly cost us the game because he's an inept quarterback. Been in the league since 2017, second overall pick, and can't do nothing. He's a deer in the headlights. Trying to understand how it's 4th and 2, he throws 2 bombs. Wide receivers not even open, and he's just winging it. He's trying to make something happen. Yeah, he made it happen all right. He cost us the game. Then another 4th and 2 on the 6-yard line. He throws it to Najee Harris, who's not even nowhere near the first down. That's Mitchell Trubisky. That's been his career. Like Mel Hodge said when he done film study on Mitchell Trubisky coming out of high school into college, he didn't see what people saw in Mitchell Trubisky. He was just an okay quarterback. He was never nothing special. How he got drafted number 2 overall by Chicago in 2017, said he would never understand. Mitchell Trubisky was never nothing special as a quarterback. He didn't see what the GM in Chicago saw in him. Probably how he ended up getting fired. And Mitchell Trubisky is just not it. So the Steelers have 4 games left. Indianapolis next Saturday, Cincinnati, Seattle, and then we end against Baltimore. We're most likely going to lose all 4 of those games. This is Mike Tomlin. He's in his 17th season. He doesn't have a contract extension. I say there's a 50-50 chance that Mike Tomlin steps down and retires. And I hope he does. Because it's time we do something different. This is the R. I'm out. Peace, fellas.
Thanks for calling the Aura. Mo Horton, Big Fish, Dr. Marcus, our favorite dentist down in Huntsville, Alabama, returned.
Yeah.
And the Aura again. Signing out, saving the press. We would respond back, but time is running out. When we record, we only got like an hour, well, like 59 minutes for real. But let's go. Thursday, the picks. Thursday, New England beat the Dudelsburg Steelers 21-18 in the Goat Bowl, the second ever Goat Bowl. The first Goat Bowl was the second GOAT, Tom Brady, versus the third GOAT, Patrick Mahomes, in the Super Bowl. All right, Tampa Bay at Atlanta. I got Tampa Bay.
Yeah, I got Tampa Bay too.
Detroit at Chicago. I got Detroit.
Yeah, Detroit. No. This is a NFC North
matchup. Division game,
I do think Detroit is
superior.
better, but it's something about these division games, and I'm giving this one to the Bears.
Indianapolis Colts at the Cincinnati Bengals. I got the Colts.
You don't believe in John Browning?
Shane Steichens, I believe in.
Okay. I got the Bengals.
Jacksonville Jaguars at the Cleveland Browns. Now, this game is a toss-up for me.
Why?
Because
you don't know which Trevor
Flacco-
Lawrence, what if Trevor Lawrence is even playing.
I don't. Plus, you don't know what Flacco you're going to get.
It's a good point because I forgot Flacco was a part of that, but I'm going with the Jags.
Because you love our boy Dougie P. I go with the Browns. Carolina Panthers at the New Orleans Saints. Carolina getting their second win, bro.
That's fine with me. If Carolina gets their second win, what's his face? I think he's a dead man walking anyway as far as his job is concerned, but that he done wrote his Dennis Allen has wrote his pink slip out of there if he lets them win. Because that would be a division win for them too.
Houston Texans versus New York Jets. Houston, I'm picking you. These are games you have to win if you're Houston.
By the by, Saints are 11th on the list. So they on the bubble.
On the bubble. Look at you with the pictures. Picture. The Rams at the Ravens. I got the Rams.
I hope the Rams win. I got the Rams too. Shoot, let's go.
The Ravens ain't got no quarterback.
Let's go. Stop it.
Minnesota Vikings at the Las Vegas Raiders.
Stop. Minnesota Vikings at the Vegas Raiders.
I'm taking Vikings.
Justin Jefferson should be back now. I think he's supposed to be back this week. Yeah, so I'm taking the Vikings.
And Addison been playing lights out.
About time.
Seattle Seahawks at the San Francisco 49ers. I got the Niners.
Yeah, I got the Niners too.
Buffalo Bills at the Kansas City Chiefs.
I got the Chiefs.
I got the Chiefs as well. The Denver Broncos at the Los Angeles Chargers. I want the Chargers to win.
For the chaos, I want the Chargers to win too, but I don't think the Broncos are making the playoffs anyway. So
Sunday night game, Philadelphia Eagles at the Dallas Cowboys. I got the Eagles.
I got the Eagles too. I mean, there's no way I'm picking the Cowboys. I don't believe in them, and even if I did,
And I
ain't gonna believe in them in the playoffs.
And there's two Monday night
Playoffs?
games. You look like Jim Moore. Senior, not junior. I wonder what Jim Moore Jr. is doing.
Coaching college somewhere.
All right, there's two Monday night games. The first, they both start at the same time. Tennessee Titans at the Miami Dolphins.
You hated this.
I do.
Tennessee Titans at
I
the
got Miami.
I actually got the Titans. I don't know why. Don't ask me why.
They like to drag you out.
Jim Moore, Will Levis and D-Hop got in. Well, Will Levis got into D-Hop a little bit ago, so I don't know how that'll work out. We'll see how it works. See if he's receptive to it.
Then Green Bay Packers at the New York Giants. I got the Packers.
Jim Moore,
I got the Giants.
Jim Moore is the head coach for UConn. Or he's on the staff. Let's put it like that. Anyway.
I got the Giants. And my boy Sasquatch
Saquon
Barkley.
And who they playing?
The Green Bay Packers.
I got Green Bay.
And Arizona Cardinals and the Washington Commanders have buys. Don't do that.
What?
I thought you about to play that Commander song. Because that's what I don't need. Mo Horton texting me.
What do you mean?
That Commander song.
Okay.
The
haters can't stand us left hand. Who are we?
You got any flowers? I got flowers. My flowers goes to
man. The Commanders.
They don't go to the Commanders. My flower goes out to all the coaches.
Okay.
Because, they spend a lot of time away from their family. And, I'm not saying players don't, but usually coaches stay a little bit longer in meetings and scouting, you know what I mean? So, they be putting in 15, 16 hours, 17-hour days. So shout out to all the coaches. no matter what level you are, shout out to y'all. Keep doing your thing. If you're a young coach teaching the young kids, keep it positive. Teach them the right way of things. You have a lot of responsibility more than you know. And you impact their lives more than you know. That's my flowers.
My flowers go out to all the podcasters out there. We've been doing this for 6 years. And, you see certain people, certain places, and they might be somewhere faster than you or whatever. And I know it's difficult. And I know most people do get in it for the money, and it ends up being short-lived. But, if you like doing it, you like doing it. We on our 6th year?
Oh, yeah.
We coming to, at the end of the season, it'll be the end of 6 years. So, just shout out to the podcasters and the video podcasters that are doing their thing. Just keep doing you. Keep doing you.
There's
You
a
got
lot of great ones out there.
Yeah, you got a brand. I listen to podcasts at work all the time. Sports ones, news ones, political ones, non-political ones. I listen to them all. But keep doing you. You can find a way to be marketable and get your voice heard and, get out there a little bit. So
You'd be surprised who all listen. Like when you showed me that thing like a couple of years ago, man, I'm like, dang, somebody in South Korea listen to us? Somebody in United Kingdom listen to us?
Yeah.
Somebody in Japan?
Yep.
Of course, the great state of Canada.
Yep.
Oh,
Sure.
And one thing I love about our podcast, sorry, I didn't mean to rain on your parade.
It's raining for sure.
Oh, that's what I do best.
And I can't stand the rain.
You look like Biggie.
I
Smalls.
knew you was going to
that's
say
Shaq.
this.
Shaq got that song. I can't stand the rain. But
I was
anyway,
thinking Missy Elliott, but go ahead.
one thing I love about our podcast is that we allow you guys to voice. Like I listen to other podcasts sometimes and stuff, and they never let their listeners give their voice. That's what I love about our podcast.
I remember we tried that. We had been talking about that for a long time, and I'm glad we were able to get it done.
And
So.
I want to give you a little kudos and flowers because all that hard work you did to bring it forth.
Appreciate it, brother.
For y'all don't know, you is the mastermind behind this. This show don't go without you. And
It can go without me. It can move without me, but
it won't
I
be
appreciate
highly
it.
good or successful.
I appreciate it.
It'd be like looking at the Steelers play football.
Stop.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
I remember
You remember what?
Christmas is coming up.
Ugh.
Make sure you give people love.
Ugh.
Until next time, be safe, be easy, and remember, fat meat is greasy.
Deuces.